Hello everyone, welcome to the Codex podcast. I'm your host, Maurice. It is Tuesday, January 19th, and we're on to episode 26. Aris, how are we?
Cold. Real freaking cold.
It warmed up down here so fast.
My feet are incredibly cold.
I offered you slippers.
You did. I turned them down, much to my chagrin.
Oh man, actually it does heat up pretty well down here. Right, Vic?
Yeah.
Toasty? You took your jacket off, I noticed.
Yeah,
You feel pretty good.
He's on the side of that vent.
Oh, that's
Toasty
true.
vent.
Yeah. We might have to move the table over. Oh man, so we're actually back within a week of our last episode, Byrd.
Wow.
What an accomplishment.
That indeed it is.
This calls for celebration.
We're recording 2 episodes in a row. Hopefully we'll keep them going. So
I wouldn't hold my breath.
guys, I'm not going to be able to make it next week. I have real life that I have to attend to, unfortunately. Something has come up.
Fucking adult life.
I know. So I haven't really done that much this past week. Meg, what have you been up to?
Not a whole lot. I actually watched a bit of True Detective season 2.
Oh, yeah?
Yep, watched it on Blu-ray, courtesy of Netflix.
Everyone hated that season. What happened?
You know, it got a lot of mixed reviews, I'd say, and I could see why. But I enjoyed season 2 as its own, you know, on its own terms. What's great about True Detective is that each season is its own standalone story with its own cast. And in season 2, although I would say season 1 was much stronger, it had a much more interesting, much more engaging story. Part 2 was a good crime drama on its own terms. What I really liked about it was the fact that, like season 1, it had strong performances all across the board. Like Colin Farrell, he plays the main character, Ray Velcoro, who was this down in his luck cop, who he had a really terrific performance. Him, Rachel McAdams, who's this cop who has like some really effed up shit going on in her life, and surprisingly, Vince Vaughn. Vince Vaughn was the surprise of the show. He was really good as the crime boss of the show.
He was that's interesting.
Yeah,
Vince Vaughn was a crime boss?
Yeah.
All those trailers made it look like he was a cop.
Yeah,
So weird.
yeah, I thought he was, but it turned out that he was the crime boss of the show.
Was he hilarious?
Actually, no.
Oh.
And
That's gonna be hard to picture Vince Vaughn serious.
that is true.
It's like Chris Rock when he was on Empire.
Yeah.
He was the crime boss too, and I'm just like, I'm waiting for something. I'm waiting to laugh.
Make a joke, Chris Rock.
Thank you. He screamed at the end when he was getting his ass beat, and that's when I just started laughing because he started screaming. And I'm like, yeah, there we go. That's the Chris Rock that I know and love.
Everybody hates Chris.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But go ahead, keep going.
But yeah, Vince Vaughn, he was terrific in the show, and I was pleasantly surprised. And I think one of the reasons why season 2 got such a bad rap kind of was because of when you're watching the story week to week, and the dialogue's a little dense, and the plot can kind of seem convoluted. But it's a show that you have to like watch like back to back to back, kind of like binge watch, and you get the story just fine. But watching it week to week, I could kind of see how people could lose some of the story threads and kind of forget which characters they're referencing. Whereas season 1 didn't have that problem at all. So I'd say
It's also really tough to follow up a season that people loved, like, unconditionally.
yeah, absolutely. It's like
boss, the head of HBO, came out and said that he rushed it. He pushed the writer to get it out too quick, and he admitted it was a mistake.
Don't see that all of the time.
Yeah,
with everything. Like
they know
every
where
medium.
they went wrong. So
Yeah.
if they do continue that series, I don't expect it anytime soon. For the 3rd season.
That explains a few things. Like Nick Pizzolatto, who's the writer of and creator of True Detective, there were a couple episodes where he actually had a co-writer on there, whereas in season 1 and most of season 2, it was all him
What's
writing
his
the
name?
episodes. Nick Pizzolatto.
Nick Pizzolatto?
Pizzolato.
Pizzolato.
Yeah.
Get out of here, Colin.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it sounded like at first. I'm like,
Yeah.
what's his name?
Yeah, but it was a good show. Like I wouldn't say, like I said, season 1's better, but if you have time, then you know season 2 is worth a watch. I wouldn't say that it's not must see TV, but it's not bad either.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it did one of those things that what is it, American Horror Story?
Yeah.
I think all the seasons have like a thread running through them. I wouldn't be surprised if you see that with True Detective. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Different standalone seasons. That's cool. Any movies for Victor's Corner this week?
No movies this week.
Oh man!
Wow, wait a minute. What?
Turn off the microphone. The show is over.
But I did go to Target and I bought, which just came out today, the Steelbook Blu-ray DVD set of Straight Outta Compton.
Nice. Which
looks really swank.
Academy Award nominated Straight Outta Compton.
Yep, nominated for Best Original Screenplay, all 4 white writers.
One for each member, right? Yeah. Yep. No, there's one more guy. Who's that?
There's one more guy.
Yeah.
It's 5? Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a cool movie. It's a cool movie.
One for each surviving member.
There you go, yeah.
Yeah, there you go, see?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a cool movie. It comes with the director's cut of the film, which tacks on an extra 15 minutes, bringing it to 2 hours and 47 minutes. So yeah, it's a cool film. Looking forward to watching it again. It's a great film.
Oh, you haven't watched it yet?
I've seen it in theaters.
No, I mean the extended edition.
Oh no,
it's only 15 minutes on. So
yeah, I haven't seen it.
Could add a few things. That's cool.
Yeah.
Can I borrow it when you're done?
You can borrow the DVD version.
You're not good enough for Blu-ray, Carl.
I had your Star Wars Blu-rays, and they all came back in great condition.
That is a good point.
That's true. Yes, you can borrow it at some point.
Thanks.
I will trade you a set of Star Wars Despecialized editions for it.
That wasn't part of the deal, son.
That's a thing that we found out about today. We're like Craigslist trading. Like so our boss Randy, friend of the show, was telling us about how he traded something via Craigslist, like an old laptop, for a Wii U and 5 games and like a million other things.
Yeah, man.
He fleeced that other guy. Fleeced him.
Wow. Straight up stole from him.
Yeah. Like he kept going through. It was like one of them was Wind Waker Wii U. I want to play that so bad.
Waker HD. Yeah, he got like a video card.
Yeah.
Out of the deal. He also got a Steam controller and a Steam Link. Like that guy's a sucker. Why can't I find me one of those?
Yeah. So I'll check some Craigslist, see what I can trade for this stuff. I'm not sure if I can trade this microphone for something.
I'll take it.
Maybe for Straight Outta Compton, we'll see. Aris, I know you mentioned earlier today you've been watching some new fantasy programming.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What'd you check out?
I checked out... God damn it! I was trying to make a dirty joke out of that. Didn't come through in time. I have checked out the first 2 episodes of the Shannara Chronicles, which is a new television show on MTV, which is interesting. MTV never comes out with interesting programming. It's usually like Rob Dyrdek blows up some stupid shit with his boys. But this is based on a series of fantasy novels, high fantasy novels. Takes place in a completely made-up world, which, as we know, myself and you, Maurice, love.
Right.
Based
by
on
author Terry Brooks.
Reading habits. Right. And basically, it is a show about elves and demons and various other races. It takes place sometime after what the characters on the show reference as the War of the Races, where apparently the various races of this world went to war, and at the end of it, the demons were imprisoned, and there is this tree that stands in the middle of the elven kingdom that basically signifies the imprisonment of this demon race. And basically the prophecy says that as long as that tree stands, those demons will remain imprisoned. And of course, it just so happens that our show picks up right when that shit's about to end. One of the main characters of the show, which is the sole reason I started watching this, is Manu Bennett, who
Crixus.
Yes, he played Crixus. He is one of my favorite television actors. He was also in Arrow season 2, the best season. He played Deathstroke, which was fantastic. So anything he's in, I will usually give a shot and check out. And he plays a druid in the show, which are like the last magician. So magic is fading in this world, and the druids are the last people to hold that. He plays a human in the show, and he is the very last druid and the only magic user besides the demons in the world. It's a good show. There's definitely some MTV stuff in there. Some of the other main characters are all like teenage types, and there's definitely some teen angsty stuff in there, which I don't appreciate because the acting is kind of bad. But the rest of the cast actually props it up pretty good. Like the adult cast is actually pretty good. So I'm looking forward to following that up. The second episode ended on a bang, and I'm hoping to continue watching that and see where it goes. Because besides Game of Thrones, there's not a lot of high quality fantasy programming on television right now. So it looks like MTV just said, hey, we want our own Game of Thrones, and they did this. It's got the first episodes have really high production values, which was nice. So it's actually like they have special effects that don't look like total shit, which is nice. And the cinematography is pretty well done. Just looking forward to continue watching that. The other thing that I wanted to briefly bring up, I finally beat Zelda on the 3DS. I don't know if I brought that up on the show, but I think I mentioned it last week. It was my favorite game of the year. Zelda.
Right.
The
you played,
3DS one. Yeah, that I played. My favorite game that I played in 2015.
Link Between Worlds.
Right. Fantastic game. Man, was that a good game. Continuing the trend of 3DS gaming, I followed that up with what I mentioned a couple months ago. I finally bought that Pokemon game. So I got Pokemon Y, and that game does not disappoint. It continues the long lineage of very good RPG monster collecting action, and I am currently going through that. I've gotten my first badge. Yeah.
So you're on your way up to Elite Four.
I've grinded way too much. I realized, like, unintentionally, just like trying to catch Pokemon.
So now your Pokemon just smacks everyone?
Yeah, some kind of overpowered right now, so I'll probably stop that. Really good, man. They actually made a lot of really good updates. The maps are all really well done.
It's like 3D
flow
over the
better.
shoulder,
It's all
right?
3D now.
Yeah.
Yep. So the graphics are really nice. They just made like all the menu stuff a lot easier to navigate and understand, and the touchscreen really helps with that. So I'm gonna keep on checking that out. And of course, the most important thing that happened last weekend. Best weekend of football of the year.
Oh, JJ!
The divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Now, neither of you fellers would know about this because Victor is not a football fan.
That's right.
And Carl's team never makes it this far.
True.
When they do make the playoffs at all.
Go
But
Cowboys.
Carl watches. No, you know what, Carl?
I did not watch that game.
Well, you're an idiot.
No, I had
telling
better things to do.
I was telling. You're an idiot. I was telling someone
making money.
today, Carl. Oh yeah, I can't hate that. Everybody loves making money. Get that paper. That's fine. I was telling somebody today, Carl.
All right.
I don't hate the Cowboys. I dislike your hate of the Patriots. I hate your hate.
It's okay. And I hate your groupiness.
Hates the heat.
I'm not a groupie. I'm a fucking real ass fan, Carl.
No, trust me.
But I was telling someone, as annoying as you are with the Cowboys and your hate of the Patriots, I respect your fandom. You hopped on as a kid. Like, I don't blame people for hopping on. If you're a kid and you see a good team and you like watching that team play, they got some good players, you become a fan of them. I get it. That's fine. I don't blame a kid for becoming a fan. But the fact that you stuck with your team when they suck ass for this long, you got to respect that. You really got to respect that, Carl. When you hang in there as you are the turd of the NFC East for 20 years.
I wouldn't say all that. It was mostly the Redskins.
Respect that.
It was mostly the
Here's the
Redskins.
thing.
To quote Jerry Jones, I'm sorry, Maurice, I'm going to let you finish.
Okay.
Kanye.
But to quote Jerry Jones, when he was asked about the playoff picture in the NFC East, he says, "Looking up on my back, and all I see is ass." Direct Jerry Jones quote. He knows what it is. He's keeping it 100.
Yeah.
So, you know what? I respect you, Carl. I respect that. I respect that Jerry Jones may be a crazy old coot, but at least he keeps it real. He knows what it is.
He's trying to win. He's trying.
Finish your thought.
He's trying.
Right. He is hiring all the women beaters he can get his hands on.
Yes, he absolutely
That
is.
probably won't even last long. I think he'd probably be gone by this year.
I was just going to say, this is the only problem. Well, back in the 90s, when you try to play Tecmo Super Bowl, and the Patriots are 1-15, and they're so bad, you can't even play as them because your players can't even catch the goddamn ball. And then you find a glorious man named Steve Young
Who could throw the ball
Oh,
on
shut
pile.
up! Oh, shut up!
A technical Super Bowl.
You're a traitor.
Shut
Remember?
up, Carl Byrd.
You're a
But
traitor.
I can
if you
understand
that, I'll go play Technical Bowl right now. You try to beat the Patriots. You know it's
tell
awful.
Me, please tell me you have it.
I
You
do.
can cut
It's
this
on, it's on my Xbox. It's on Xbox.
All right, we're gonna be cutting this
Live.
episode
Yeah.
real short.
Yeah, it was like the arcade version.
Oh, nice.
That was when Scott was old. It was like the 115 year when they drafted that. It was awful. But I was at the game on Saturday. It was awesome.
Yeah.
If you're in a World Patriots game, Victor, in the future, make sure you take the train. It is the best.
Yeah, no, don't even bother like driving home. Parking.
What's the word I'm looking for? Tailgating is overrated.
Really?
Yes. Well, if you're gonna get stuck in traffic for 6 hours, that's the problem when you leave Gillette.
That's what it
awful.
is.
Well, that's because Route 1 is the sack of shit.
It's awful.
That's the
2
problem.
lanes for like 1 million cars.
It's 2 lanes.
Yes.
To a major sports venue.
Yes.
In the playoffs. Of course it's gonna suck.
Game is awesome.
Right, you rode a toasty train the whole way.
And the atmosphere was awesome. I have a buddy, one of my buddies is a Redskins fan, big Redskins fan.
My cousin is too.
Yeah, and he's mentioned it's like the atmosphere just going to the games is so awesome. He's been to the Jerry World. What do they call it? What's the name of that stadium?
AT&T Stadium.
AT&T. Yeah. But it's just,
But people say Jerry's World.
Yeah.
I still call it Cowboy Stadium.
Yeah, it's just going to a live game. Football. I've been to every live sporting event you could pretty much think of, except for like the Super Bowl, which is what my father went to, and my mother. She's never been to a football game except for that.
Wow.
In like,
Damn.
in like a high school game.
That's a hell of a good game to
Yeah.
go to.
Yeah, Super Bowl 36. Thanks, Mom. I was like 10. I was so mad.
Your
No,
father
but
could
no,
have
but
given
I
you
can-
the memory of a lifetime.
Yep.
You would have loved him forever.
Yep.
Instead, you resent him for the rest of his life.
Essentially, yes.
No, but I will agree with you. I've been to 2 NFL games and like
It's beyond.
it's the experience alone
Yeah.
is just great.
And everyone's zoned in. I've never been to a playoff game, so that was definitely
It's a
a
good
No,
one to
it's
go to. That was a
Yeah.
good game.
Now my first one was a couple
Don't
years
worry,
back.
Carl. We know you've never been to a playoff game. You're a Cowboys fan.
My first
Didn't they go last year? Go on.
we did go to the playoffs.
Yeah, I thought
actually.
so.
They did.
Remember, it was a catch. I'm still saying it. I'm still saying it. But anyways, no, I went to a Cowboys Giants season opener. That game, that
That's
was
a good one. That's a good one to go to.
Yeah, that was
Season
my
opener.
first. That was my first
Yeah,
it must be a
NFL
good
game.
environment.
So not only like the Cowboys won, but we ended up like, hey, we didn't have shit else to do. We ended up going to the family tents where the Cowboys were, and then the security guard let me and a friend of mine in, and we ended up like hanging out with the Cowboys and stuff.
That's legit.
Yeah, so
Damn.
like for my first NFL experience was like
That's
amazing.
awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
That's
super
pretty cool.
awesome. I want to meet football players. Going back,
I was once. I went to training camp.
Mhm.
I was this close to Tom Brady.
You wanted to cuff his balls.
I did not ask Tom Brady for a autograph. I let the children get in front of me because I'm not a fucking savage.
oh, I would push him out of the way.
Deep down inside, you wanted to.
No, I said, oh, yeah, that's Tom Brady. Hey, Tom Brady, you're cool. Love you, Tom Brady. And then I just let it go. I let the children get the autographs like an adult man is supposed to. And I had a good time. Training camp is fun. Patriots training camp
Did you go on a
is fun.
Saturday?
On a Saturday?
Yeah.
This year, yes.
There is a Saturday for training. I thought so.
Yeah.
I can remember
there's
that from
always-
last year.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
the one I went to.
Is it the only one?
I took my family. There's probably like 2 Saturday
Alright, I
training
gotta keep
camps
that in
during
mind.
those
Gotta keep that in
seasons.
mind. Training camp's fun. Big.
You just watch them practice.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a
but
good
it's
time.
still
There's like
fun.
a bunch of fans there, and you get to, hang
It's
out.
like going to spring training for baseball.
Yeah, and then sometimes like the players are nice enough to like come sign autographs and
Yeah.
all that, and it's free.
Okay.
That's the best
It is
part.
free.
And
Yeah,
the thing about Gillette Stadium is that place is like, minus the traffic,
Yes.
that place is incredible.
That's not an issue in training camp, though.
Right. But what they did with Gillette, like just the way it's built and designed, and that stadium gets loud. I know it's opened up more than like most stadiums where they get really, really loud because the 12th man is the architect, but then there's a huge gaping hole where all of the sound escapes. But that place got really loud, and it's just the way it's designed.
You could hear it on
it's-
TV.
Yeah, it's so convenient. It's a great place. Kraft
plus-
really killed it.
Same with
the hall.
same with Jerry World too.
Yeah.
Like that place is like fucking amazing. Like
Yeah.
the second you just walk out, like second you just walk into the field, and you know how they always make a big deal about the screen.
Mm-hmm.
It lives up to its hype because like the second you step out, it's like the screen just smacks
The
you in the
screen
face.
is ridiculous.
I'm interested to see WrestleMania there this year.
I was
That's going this year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I heard Santa Clara, which is a brand new stadium, isn't the best. Levi Stadium isn't like the best, and it's brand new. And that's where WrestleMania was.
I'm curious to see how the Viking Stadium is gonna look.
Oh yeah, that's
that thing looks pretty legit architecturally. Yeah, for sure. All the glass and everything. But the other thing that's pretty cool about Gillette is the hall. The Patriots Hall of Fame is really cool. They did a really nice job with that thing, and that was actually fun to like walk through and see all the memorabilia. And they have like all these interactive displays and all the Super Bowls and stuff like that, which is pretty cool.
Old Foxborough sucked balls.
I've been to Foxborough. It was a fucking. I worked at Foxborough.
I've been there. So did I, Carl. It was the worst.
It was a fucking wind tunnel.
That place was.
But another thing. Well, one thing that AT&T Stadium has, they have a Sony room. Mm-hmm. So they have like. I forgot the number. It was like probably like over 100 TVs, Sony flat screens is in that room, and PlayStations.
Wow.
Wish I was so rich I could just build.
Yeah, I'll show you the picture. I'll show you the picture.
Yeah.
But,
Oh god.
Yeah. Plus, I took my daughter. She's just a little tyke in training camp after she just turned 1. So she will forever have memories of being at Gillette Stadium and me buying her first Gronk jersey. She's a Patriots fan for life now.
There you go.
Sure.
The pack is sealed.
Right.
Child doesn't remember anything.
Listen, even if he retires tomorrow, my daughter got to see Tom Brady live and in person. Okay.
Right. That's special.
That's super special. As a father, I'm proud of that.
Going back to the Shannara Chronicles, however you pronounce it, that's like the only fantasy series. Like I've always meant to get back to it to read it, but I've just never gotten around to it.
Oh, that's based on books too?
Yeah, by Terry Brooks. But the interesting thing is, there's a whole series of them. He's running it for like a long time. There's like an original trilogy, and then there's all of the stories. I don't know if they're all the same characters, which is kind of I like that. That's why I don't think I read Shannara. And there's a prequel in there. But I think they said that this show is based off of the second book of the original trilogy.
Yeah, I literally know nothing about it.
I'm not sure how that works.
Yeah, I think they actually made there's another show based on those Mortal Instrument books.
Yes.
I saw the commercial for it.
That first movie sucked.
So all the
I heard
turned it into just a show.
It was so bad. Like I remember going to the movies with some of my boys, and they were like giving out the books at the theater.
Oh, really?
I'm like, damn, is this shit that bad? And I was like, okay, well, thanks for the book, and it sat on my shelf just to make me look like I'm some type of intellectual.
These
I don't think the Mortal Instruments is gonna make it look like an intellectual.
Listen,
nice try. Though.
It's just another book on the shelf.
Like, look, I have books. I have a book.
I need a bookshelf now.
I have one book.
But the fantasy series and the superhero series are the new hotness, and you're gonna see even more. It's gonna get flooded with so much crap.
Is it? I was surprised by the quality.
It's interesting.
Based on the fact that it's on MTV.
I'm gonna try to read.
They have an MTV app on the Xbox where you can watch all the episodes right now.
Wow.
Yeah. Stream.
I love convenience.
Fuck cable.
I love convenience. That's the best part about the train is I just really love convenience. You're in a nice little. Oh, it's so good. So good. Yeah. Nice. Carl Byrd, what you got? AT&T. Did you go to AT&T Stadium this past week?
No,
Get out of here.
Turns just to go back there. But no, I actually DJ'd a gospel party this weekend. So
Gospel party.
it was
What does that entail?
It was just a lot of like praising the Lord.
What music did you play? Did you play
Gospel?
hymns?
Oh,
that
gospel.
sounds like the worst.
I mean, it was out of my element. But it was boring as hell. I'm sorry.
Yo, yeah.
It was boring. Like I was just texting somebody, anybody.
I got
But
you.
I mean, it paid. Man.
Man's
Everybody
gonna work.
enjoyed
A
it.
man's gonna work.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
Someone's beeping. Who's beeping?
That must be you, man.
Really?
no, I didn't.
Carl Byrd.
Yeah, it's me. I'm always
Of course it
interrupted.
is.
Nah, you're Carl.
But anyways, what else? I actually binge watched this weekend on that show, Making a Murderer. Yeah, very, very good. I actually remember too. I had a cousin who lived in Wisconsin during that time. So I was like,
so we got the inside scoop.
no, she didn't tell me
boring.
much. She was just like, she was like, yeah, I remember that. Like that was like the talk of Wisconsin at that time and all that. I'm like, how far did you live? She lived in Sheboygan, which was like 30 minutes south.
Interesting.
So it didn't affect her like whatsoever, except seeing her on TV, seeing her all over TV. But yeah, it's a show you recommended, and I ended up watching the whole thing. Like,
Damn, I still have to watch the last 3 episodes.
Oh yeah, I finished the last one.
Because like I was using it as like a go to bed thing, but then it would just like stress me out. So I had to like keep thinking about it, and I couldn't go to sleep. So I had to like find another time to get it in there. Yeah.
No, good. I highly recommend that you guys finish it.
If we have the snowstorm this weekend that they're talking about, I will finish it.
So what is it about, Carl?
It's basically about this guy. He was charged with rape back in 1985, and they didn't have like DNA testing that they have now, but so he got convicted for it, and he spent 18 years in jail for it. Once they found out that he really didn't do it, he got out, and he was suing the state for, he was
fucking
trying
it
to
up.
get well, he was trying to get compensation.
Because, like, they go over the first case and they say like how badly they botched it.
Yeah.
And he's like, they had it out for me.
Yeah. So he tried to get compensation for it. So then, pretty much when he was close to, getting his compensation, he gets hit with a murder charge.
Damn.
So, and eventually he ended up being found guilty along with another kid.
Carl, don't ruin the whole show, man. I asked you what it's about. I didn't say give us the whole breakdown.
No, it's not much.
Jesus Christ.
And then he gets in trouble too for it, and then the whole trial, and looking for all the evidence. It just really just shows like how crazy this justice system can be.
Yeah. Because they, I mean, it's a true story, and now it's all over the internet, so everyone knows he's still, where he is.
Yeah.
But they kind of they go over the first episode is mostly the first case, the first 2 episodes, and they get into the big thing, and it just goes crazy. I'm just gonna say one thing in one of the episodes where I'm just gonna say one thing. I maybe even mentioned on the previous episode just how crazy it is, and it gets crazier. But they lock down his land for 8 days, and they just search it. They just say no one can come in or out. Mm-hmm. But then they let like some civilians go in there and search stuff around, which is kind of weird. And then on the 8th day, one guy who was a part of the previous case, who was getting like depositioned because they had to give about it, he finally turns up, and lo and behold, he finds a key piece of evidence in the middle of the floor in his bedroom that no one had seen for 7 days. Yeah. And it just gets crazier from there.
Yeah. Like I said, I urge everybody to watch it. Yeah. Let me see. I finally got Secret Wars number 9, which is the finale of it. So
Secret snap! That's out. I gotta go get that.
Yeah. So it's fine. It's finally over. I won't spoil it for you, but it was a pretty good ending. I'll definitely say that. So
maybe after we all read it, we can have a special episode just discussing the whole thing.
I'm down for that.
Sounds good.
I'm down for that.
Maybe. Maurice, read it.
Bring him in, Carl Byrd.
Sure.
I'll read him right there.
Legends with JBL came on last night with Road Dogg. So he basically told his story about how like he was just on drugs, and he was like so messed up that he barely remembers the 90s, which was like the height of his career. So, and he had like a nice little redemption story. So I always been a fan of the old school stuff and all the stories that
it's funny because with everyone getting injured now, people keep saying like, "Oh, this never happened back in the day," and I'm just thinking it did happen. They all just wrestled through it. Carl Byrd, you're beeping again.
Carl.
Yeah, go on.
But anyways,
back in the day, they just took lots of painkillers and now they're all dying. So I'm glad they're all taking time off.
And then I watched
Carl Byrd had a full week.
Jesus, Carl, 2 things, Carl.
One more time. I watched a Victor Omoayo recommendation.
Whoa.
Me and my significant other, we watched The Overnight.
Oh, very good. Very good.
She is traumatized, thank you very much.
Awesome.
So she'll be hearing from you.
How much did she like it?
She wants to slap you.
Good.
Probably not really, but
Carl, I warned you that your tastes are not cosmopolitan enough for Victor recommendations. Why'd you do it to yourself?
Well, here's the thing. We used it to go to sleep, and we just couldn't. Like, once we was like, wow.
Wrong choice.
Which movie is this again?
The
Overnight.
Overnight.
What happens in that one?
It's Swingers.
I heard the title, man.
The Overnight. It's a sex comedy.
Uh-huh.
With
Taylor Schilling and Adam Scott.
Adam Scott.
So what was messed up about it?
The simple fact that he was a artist who simply like drew buttholes and then like highly unexpected.
Stop. So it's just start that for a sentence again. Actually, say that for a sentence again. He was an artist.
Just drew buttholes.
It was just,
We actually talked about this. I actually reviewed it on the show.
Yes, I remember.
You did. So but it was like weeks and weeks ago, so I completely forgot about it.
Yeah.
And then it comes up. Netflix added this movie. So
nice.
like, all right, whatever. I'm like, you know what? Victor did mention about this, but I completely forgot the whole like butthole art situation. So then we're watching this. We're like, yo, what the fuck is Victor into?
Apparently, butthole art. Victor has several pieces in his curated collection.
I will say that he did indicate that he ended up selling all of it. So we're like,
oh Jesus!
Did Victor buy his butthole art?
Victor didn't mention that it was butthole art.
You know, I had to look back at what episode he found it. That he mentioned it, and he did mention the butthole art.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, so it's your fault.
But I completely forgot about it. I remember him mentioning it, but I forgot he went that deep into detail. So yeah, we were surprised together.
So good to know. Not a date night movie.
Right.
I think it can be.
It's not a date night.
Is it a comedy though?
Yeah, it's a sex comedy.
Right.
So things get weird naturally.
Right. Netflix and chill and make sure you put it on mute.
What about the part where Jason Schwartzman's wife, he shows her breast pump video? What about that part? That was cool.
I appreciated it.
Did you laugh? Did it make you laugh?
Not at all.
Oh gosh.
I thought it was
I
hilarious.
think there was probably one part that was funny and I can't even remember it.
All right, I'm gonna watch it. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Aris, sorry, we have to watch it.
Nope.
We have to watch it. We're gonna have an episode all about it.
I want to know what you think of the overnight.
I pick and choose my Victor recommendations. Like I have the Cosmopolitan.
Oh, I usually do. I do too.
It's just that sometimes I just don't feel like being depressed, man. I don't want to see terminal cancer patients.
It's not a depressing drama.
It's not depressing. It's not depressing, but it's just like, God damn, this shit gets weird. And then it just gets.
I like Jason Schwartzman.
See, like so far you haven't expressed how like butthole art and breast pumping. Like I guess that's weird. Yeah, well, like you know, there's no like, there's nobody pooping on chests yet. Where's that? Where's that at?
Well, if we get into it, it would be spoiling the movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to watch it, and then I will let you know what I think.
You know what? You know what, Maurice? Watch it with your significant other. I want to see what you two think about it.
Okay.
Okay, well,
months now. I don't know if that's a good way to start it off.
Yo, girl, I want to watch this sweet butthole art movie. Hey,
I watch
girl,
it by myself.
Other than that,
let's get sexy. I got some butthole art I can show you.
but other than that, that was basically it.
Now, would he need butthole models to draw this butthole art, or would he just use his imagination to draw buttholes?
A little of column A, a little of column B.
Yeah, some of them are self-portraits.
Ah.
So while you and your wife watch it,
No.
I'll watch it by myself.
Believe me, I've seen.
watch it by yourself.
All right.
I've seen.
Should get weird.
I've seen much
Should
weird.
get weird.
I've seen much weirder and much more explicit sex comedies than that. So this is like the PG end of it. The end of things.
I'm really curious.
Yeah, but
Can you imagine how disturbed you were, Carl, if you watched Victor hardcore level sex comedies?
points good to
Like, I feel like what Victor considers a sex comedy and what the rest of the world considers a sex comedy is probably a little different.
I will let you know because I like to think of myself as
medicate yourself.
literally like average Joe Americana.
Right. Maurice is gonna put on the movie.
Right.
He's gonna have a
By myself.
bottle of lotion and some Kleenex
And my red wine.
Handy.
Things are gonna get weird.
He's gonna treat himself.
Yeah. So I will let you know what the average white man thinks. Because it's literally me.
You are very average.
Right down to the height and weight. And everything else. That's what's up. Oh man.
But that's it.
That's cool. All thing I did besides the football game, which I mentioned earlier, was last night I watched episode of Supergirl. Just a random episode. I was hanging out with the Rents. And they, you know how parents are. They love their television watching. So they were just watching Big Bang Theory, and then Supergirl came out. Like, oh, let's watch this. I think they watch like every show known to man. They just watch every show, but they're outside the demographic of the 18 to 49, so they're not selling to them. But I did watch the episode, and I mean, it did not catch my attention in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, figured as much.
I mean, it's weird because like I really enjoyed Smallville. But, you know, that was like Superman coming into his powers, so you could write around that about him not being perfect in every way. Mm-hmm. But she already has like every power, and she's fighting like, because all these heroes, they have to fight all like the C and B list heroes because all the movies have the A list guys. Mm-hmm. Like they had to get rid of Deadshot and Arrow because of, and essentially the entire Suicide Squad because they're doing the movie and things like that. And they couldn't use different characters, so they think she was fighting like Toyman, whatever the crap his name is.
Toyman?
Yeah, Toy.
Yeah, that's a thing. That's a guy.
Yeah. So, and like one of the scenes where she got he jumped off a box and she flew onto it and then got like pulled into quicksand. It was really.
You sound like you're getting bored.
It was bad. It was bad, and she's like sinking in the quicksand, and I'm like, "You're Supergirl, just punch the fucking wall and just get out." Like,
or
what?
Just fly out.
Or just fly away. Yeah, you can't struggle, and then she like used her ice breath, which she has, and then broke it, and then later on, and like there was like gas that she sucked in, and then blew it out into the sky. I'm like, this is dumb. This is dumb. This is just super. This is so tough. I mean, a Superman movie is difficult enough, but essentially doing a Superman show, holy bejesus.
Just imagine a Wonder Woman.
I'm looking forward to Wonder Woman. I like Gal Gadot. I'm very much looking forward to that. Yeah. But I think they could do different things with that, like Amazonian stuff. So we'll see. And I like Chris Pine too. So I am looking forward to that. But Supergirl, I wouldn't recommend it. If it winds up being in the same universe as Arrow or Flash, because it's the same producer, then we'll talk. But until then, I don't really care.
Cool. Good to know.
Yeah, don't watch it. Not recommended. And I
feel like we knew that from just watching.
I know, but I had to watch it. I had to watch it.
Right, thanks for taking the bullet.
I had to.
We appreciate it.
Oh, definitely. Lord knows I wasn't gonna.
Yeah, it just happened to be in front of me. It just I happened to be sitting on the couch eating KFC, and it was there.
He wanted to watch it.
I wanted to watch an episode of it. I needed to know.
Wanted to watch.
But it was exactly like you would imagine a Supergirl show would be. But Martian Manhunter was kind of cool. Okay. That's probably the only good part about it, was Martian Manhunter's in it. And I enjoyed his scenes.
Cool.
Yeah. But it's not enough to watch it week to week. Oh man, I'm sorry. Everyone listening to the show just fell asleep at my rendition of Supergirl. Just like I did. I know. It was nothing. It was literally nothing to write home about. Oh man, I know. Before we get to the main thing of 2016, I know Vic, you want to lead us through some of the news items. I know the Academy Awards nominations just came through.
Yeah. Yep. Got some news down the pike. The 88th Annual Academy Award nominations were announced. It's going to be airing on February 28th. Chris Rock will be hosting.
Oh, we just talked about Chris Rock.
Yep.
Funny guy.
Oh, yeah. Be hosting the second time. There are 8 Best Picture nominations this year. Best Picture noms include The Big Short, Bridge of Spies, Brooklyn, Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh, no shit, really?
Yep. Really want that to win. The Martian, The Revenant, Room, and Spotlight.
No Creed?
No
Creed.
Creed.
What the hell?
Wait, Spotlight. Isn't that
That's horrible.
the movie that you loved about the Catholic
about the
pre-scandal?
about the journalist investigating the Catholic pre-scandal in Boston.
Oh, I could nominate. There you go. Did you know that was going to get nominated?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Got a lot of strong buzz. The Revenant leads with 12 nominations, the most this year, including Best Director, Best Actor, Leo DiCaprio. Hope he gets it.
This is the year.
Yep. Tom Hardy also got Best Supporting Actor. Cinematography, of course, and visual effects because of that bear.
I still gotta see that. I'm hoping to see that this week.
Oh yeah, it's well worth seeing.
Yeah, it's funny because I've heard a few people that have seen it, like via podcasts and other things, and they talk about that bear scene as just being out of control.
It's a really cool scene.
Yeah.
Honestly,
like
Just
because of that,
the camera angle that they use makes it feel so up close
Visceral.
to what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really good scene. They did it.
God, I gotta see that.
Bang up job.
That's
But
all I hear people talk about when it comes to that
and
movie.
it's like limited, not limited release, but there's not a lot of times for it.
Yeah, it's in wide release now.
Yeah, but like I was looking for like this Friday, and they had like 6 p.m. but nothing later than that. I'm like, what the crap?
Yeah.
So we'll see. Hopefully it gets wider, like with the buzz and all that.
Oh yeah. And Mad Max Fury Road, it's got 10 nominations, including Best Director, George Miller.
Nice.
Hope he gets it. Cinematography, film editing, and visual effects.
Gotta win with that. Got it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Star Wars.
And Martian has 7, including Best Actor, Matt Damon, and Best Adapted Screenplay, Drew Goddard. And Star Wars The Force Awakens, the little indie movie that could, has 5 nominations in the technical categories, including Best Score, John Williams. Stallone, he got a nomination for the only nomination for Creed, Best Supporting
That was
Actor.
the only one they got?
Yep. Yeah, I hope he gets it
Pretty
though.
whack.
Yeah, Hateful Eight got original score and Best Supporting Actress. Jennifer Jason Leigh. Brie Larson got Best Actress for Room. Inside Out's got Best Animated Feature and Best Original Screenplay. And Straight Outta Compton got 1 Oscar nom for Best Original Screenplay. All 4 white writers. Right. and on that,
That's a big scandal.
yeah. And on that note, Spike Lee and Jada Pinkett Smith, they've stated that they will not be attending the Oscars due to the lack of diversity for the 2nd year in a row in the Oscar noms. Spike Lee, incidentally, will be awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award Oscar this year.
No.
That's a conundrum
That is
for the
interesting.
Oscars.
It was well. What's funny today? Janet Hubert, which is the original Aunt Viv from Fresh Prince,
Yeah.
she basically put out a video today, responding to Jada Pinkett Smith, basically saying that she's full of shit.
Wait, who did this?
The original Aunt Viv, Janet
Oh,
Hubert.
okay.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I feel like we have this diversity argument every single year
Yeah.
when it comes to the Oscars. I mean, for me, I have no problem with the selections that they made because they're all worthy. I would have no problems with any of these people winning or any of these films winning. But I think there's a point to be made that the Oscars could be more diverse in terms of like who they recognize. I mean, you got to look at the makeup of the Academy themselves. Like, 94% of them are white, and 77% are male, and 54% are over the age of 60, and 2% of the Academy is under the age of 40. Not exactly the most diverse makeup. They're like the smoking jacket cigar club of the film industry.
Well, I'm picturing the average 60-year-old white man watching Straight Outta Compton.
Yeah.
And just wondering what he thinks of that. I'm picturing that, and it's just kind of hilarious in my head.
I can give you a answer to that. Pull your pants up and get off my lawn.
Yeah.
Get away from my daughter.
So I'm assuming Will Smith is upset that he did not get nominated for Concussion.
He probably doesn't care.
He did a good job, but I mean,
Doesn't he have a?
Literally, the Academy.
he was
has
nominated.
Their fingers on the pulse.
No, I'm saying from like past
Fingers.
years. Doesn't he have one?
No, he doesn't have that one at all. He's been nominated twice.
Fingers on the pulse, Vic.
Yeah.
They know.
we mentioned
Black people, the only thing black people can play are slaves, hilarious short tag-alongs, magical knowledge-dropping Negroes, and criminals.
Fuck you.
Right?
Fuck you.
Right?
Fuck you.
That's correct. Right?
I mean,
Wait, did Chiwetel Ejiofor get a nomination for playing like the head of NASA in The Martian?
Who?
Chiwetel Ejiofor?
No.
Right. It's fake. It's terrible acting. Black men would never have that job, Vic. Ever.
Do not send your hate mail at codexprimepodcast@gmail.com.
Send it all. Just send it
the
all.
White Astronaut, which could potentially happen, did get nominated.
Oh.
Because it's believable.
Well, there you go. Right.
Wait, you said a black astronaut?
Man, that's
No, White
terrible.
Astronaut.
Fuck the Academy, by the
But
way.
we talked about this before.
I
the
hope
show.
everyone knows that I'm being facetious. I just want everybody to know. I know that Vic freaks out a little bit and starts yelling about hate mail. I just wanted you to know that I was joking. I completely disagree with all of I'm not even going to call it discrimination. I'm just going to call it the lack of diversity in the acting nominations in the Academy.
Just like Vic said, like you're not disagreeing with the nominations because they're all worthy. It's just
Not diverse enough.
and there's got to be a little bit of stuff in there, like they're watching, they're not buying it. like if the Revenant was played by the guy, I don't know if I forget his name. I know it's a real person, so it couldn't be. I feel like if someone else played that and did a good job, they would still be nominated.
So we all know that Hollywood whitewashes everything.
Sure.
That's a thing.
Oh, it's absolutely. We talked about that Egypt movie last week. There's no,
there's no black guy.
Everyone's white.
They did not look like that.
Yeah. That's the desert. How come no one has a tan?
Isn't Egypt in Africa? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in Africa. Just saying.
Honestly, the closest depiction of ancient Egypt I ever saw was Michael Jackson's "Remember the Time" video.
Yeah, pretty much.
That was the most accurate description I saw.
But I will say, regardless of any of this controversy or anything that happens, my boy Leo deserves it. He deserves everything that he has coming his way. Leo could throw on some blackface and play Tupac tomorrow. We'd all believe it.
He probably would.
He's that good.
I feel like a lot of these voting bodies too, and this is like you hear.
No, I do not condone
different
blackface. I do not, in any way, shape, or form, condone blackface.
I would hope not.
The Baseball Hall of Fame has a lot of the same problems. A lot of old white men
Curmudgeons.
who don't watch it, don't even watch the sport anymore, and they actually recently, I think in the past year or so, if you've been retired for 5 years or more from like being a sports writer, you lose your vote.
That's a good rule.
Yeah, so
They should make it like 2 years. Why the fuck if you've been retired for more than 2 years? Why should you vote?
bring it up with the Baseball Writers Association of America, BWAA.
Jackasses.
Yeah, they all suck.
Bro, plus they keep calling morality on like steroid guys.
Yeah, so a guy like Ken Griffey Jr., who is the best baseball player I've ever seen,
Oh my god, this pissed me off so much.
did not get 100% of the vote.
Preach.
Really?
Yeah, but he got like 99.
He got the highest percentage ever. He got like 97 point something.
Right, but
there's
why
3
didn't-
guys
right.
that didn't vote for him because one of them it's anonymous. You don't know who it was, but I'm sure they'll come out and say it because they love bringing the attention to themselves. And I hate even giving them the attention because the attention should be on Ken Griffey Jr., who had an amazing career. Go. But some people think, oh, not everyone deserves to be unanimous because Babe Ruth wasn't unanimous, but he also didn't play against black baseball players. Because there was people that took steroids that everyone's tainted in every single way. Like Derek Jeter, who had a Hall of Fame career, is not going to get 100% of the vote just because he played with other steroid users. It's ridiculous. It's whitewashing. It's just broad strokes. It's terrible. I hate it. I hate old, stupid curmudgeon voters. They just clean it up.
Plus, steroids are awesome. I love steroids. Give it to everyone.
Yes, I agree as well. I agree.
Let them take steroids. Let them take HGH.
Yeah.
The hell, just take it all.
How do you
love
think?
steroids.
How do you think these actors go from like 10 pounds to like huge jacked up monsters for their movies? Fucking HGH, bro.
You know who was my favorite? Manny Ramirez.
Yeah.
That's my hero.
I know.
He took all the steroids. He took the most steroids.
Took so many.
And he was the best.
Is he still
He
alive?
was the best.
Yeah, he's good. He's alive.
Oh yeah, he's fantastic. He's a hitting coach now.
Oh,
Is he-
good.
where is he now? Is he?
Damn it, I forgot what
He did have a sweet
Marlins,
swing.
maybe?
He did have a sweet swing.
Oh, his swing, like second to Ken Griffey Jr. Straight up.
Yeah.
And he was the most methodical batter you could see. Like he is legit the best right-handed batter probably, like of the last generation in baseball.
Yeah, I can say that.
He was when he came up to the plate, you remember that. You remember on that Yankee series in 2004. He comes up to the plate, he's either getting a hit or he's drawing a walk. Nobody drew a sweet-ass walk like Manny Ramirez drew a sweet-ass walk. That's the truth. He should get in the Hall of Fame, but he won't.
He won't.
These old curmudgeonly bastards are like, he took steroids. It's like, bro, that's what made him awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, so they need to clean up that baseball and they need to clean up this.
Mark McGuire,
That's
let him in. Sammy Sosa, go ahead. Let him all in the Hall of Fame.
I agree. And
Not Barry Bonds, because I heard he's an asshole.
get Leo in there too.
Yeah, that's where you draw the line. If you're
Right.
an asshole.
Don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
If you take all the steroids you want, just be nice about
That's
it.
my number
Okay.
one rule for everything, especially when I'm reffing flag football. My number one rule: don't be a wiener.
Okay.
And you'll be fine. We'll get along great.
Don't be a wiener.
Yep.
Indeed. Word solidify. So that's some sad news, unfortunately. The great Alan Rickman passed away. He died January 14th from pancreatic cancer at the age of 69. Same age as David Bowie, same cause. Notable movies. He was in Harry Potter as the great Professor Severus Snape. Hans Gruber from Die Hard, of course. He was in Dogma, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. Some notable roles. So Be sure to pick up your favorite book and turn to page 394 in his honor.
Yes.
Oh, that's sad.
He was awesome.
Professor Snape.
Yeah.
We hardly knew you.
He invented the super awesome European villain. The super awesome one, not just the cheesy cheese one. He was awesome. He was so good. So good.
Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah, he was definitely a lot of like it. There's like one comic where it's like explains like book Harry Potter, movie Harry Potter, how different they are, and then it gets to Snape and it's like Alan Rickman, because he was just so good. He was the best, and he was like 20 years older than the actual character was, but he still played it perfectly.
Oh yeah, indeed. Some other news: Marvel Comics. They are launching their Star Wars Poe Dameron series in April 2016. It's going to be written by Charles Soule, who's the sole author of Superman and Wonder Woman series, with art by Phil Noto, who does the art for the current Black Widow run. That should be pretty interesting.
I can't keep up.
Yeah. Netflix is also developing a Punisher spin-off series starring Jon Bernthal. The producers were so impressed with Jon Bernthal's performance in Daredevil Season 2, which is coming up on March 18th, that they've commissioned a spin-off series starring Frank Castle.
Where are they going to fit all this in?
You know, that's a good question, but it's Netflix, it's Marvel. It's all part of the plan.
They renewed Jessica Jones for Season 2.
Yep.
They got Luke Cage. They got Iron Fist, which is actually the ball starting to roll. They got the Defender series. And they want to do like 1 or 2 a year. It's going to get interesting. Yeah. I have faith in them because they haven't let me wrong. I'm not going to complain because more is a good thing.
Oh, yeah. I want to see Bernthal before I...
I know you've had your differences in the past.
Me and him, we've not seen eye to eye.
So yeah, definitely chill out and watch it on Netflix. Next, Fox has renewed Empire for a 3rd season.
Yay!
Second half is going to begin March 30th. Fox is also relaunching 24 and Prison Break. Their 24 series is going to be called 24 Legacy.
They break out of prison again!
Well, that's Prison Break.
Yes.
Which brings back the old actors Wentworth Miller and Dominic Purcell, but 24 Legacy will not star Kiefer Sutherland, so no Jack Bauer, which is kind of weird. And Dark Cloud 2, that beloved PS2 game, which is so rare, you can find a copy online for like $80. It's going to be re-released on the PS4 via the PS Store, so that should be pretty cool. I've always wanted to play Dark Cloud 2, so I'll buy it.
I like it.
That is a fantastic game.
Yeah.
I played it back in the day. It's really good.
Cool. Awesome. So yeah, that wraps up the news. And for now, our main discussion, what are you guys looking forward to for the rest of the year?
As we look forward to the year our Lord 2016.
Yes.
I got a little bit of everything. I got a video game, I got a television show, I got a movie, and I got a book.
Awesome.
Want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to hear it.
If this comes out in 2016, because it might not, the new Zelda.
Oh yeah, I second that.
Yeah, the Wii U Zelda that may also, because Windows, Nintendo has their new NX system coming out soon, or not soon, but they're gonna be announcing it soon, I should say, which is like the next console. So, but they've been talking about the Wii U Zelda for so long, and I think they're gonna do the exact same thing that they did when they had the GameCube and then went to the Wii, when Twilight Princess was released for both. And I remember it was supposed to come out like November 2009, and they kept delaying it. And I'm like, these motherfuckers are going to release it for the Wii. I'm going to have to go buy a Wii. I'm going to have to wait outside all night Best Buy for a Wii.
Yep.
And I did. And they got me. And it was awesome. But they're going to do this thing again, because I can't buy it for the previous. I have to get it for the next one, because that's how I am. But I could stop playing video games for the next 50 years, and then new Zelda comes out, and I pick it up and just play it.
Yeah, those games are fantastic.
I love Zelda so
I'm
much.
really looking forward to that.
I love Zelda.
I've said from day one, I will not buy a Wii U because there's nothing I want to play on it.
Yeah.
But the day Zelda comes out,
yes,
that's the day I buy a Wii U.
Yes, me too. Show I'm looking forward to is the next spin-off in the DC universe on CW is Legends of Tomorrow, which is not. I mean, Arrow and Flash are going to have their moments, but it's going to be a lot of the side characters, secondary characters like the Atom, the White Canary, who was the Black Canary, Captain Cold, which is a Flash villain, which is interesting because Wentworth Miller is a Prison Break guy, so I'm not sure they're going to pull that off. But I'm not sure if it's one season, if it's like a special event or what, but it's all about time travel, and you know I love time travel, Vic. Yeah. And Vandal Savage is the villain in that show, so I'm really looking forward to that. They're going back in time to Old West for Jonah Hex. They're going forward in time. I'm excited. The movie, which I've talked at length about is Civil War. I look forward to it more than the Avengers or Batman and Superman, and I love Batman, but I'm just looking forward to it more than anything. That trailer got me hype.
Yeah.
So hype.
We had the best trailer.
Yeah.
We've said that on this show.
Yeah.
Marvel's way better at trailers than DC.
Oh, yeah.
Way better.
Oh, and speaking of Batman and Superman, did you see the picture today where it showed?
It's Justice League.
Yeah.
Showed what?
DC Justice League. It showed like the Flash.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Dave sent it to me. I thought he sent it to you too, but
no, he didn't. That son of a gun.
Yeah, but it has like them all except for it doesn't show Green Lantern, who I'm looking forward to the most.
What the hell? Let me see. Where's that? I want to find it.
I'm actually
the film versions of the Justice League.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there's a picture of it. It's a kind of, you see Flash a little shadowy, and you see Aquaman and Cyborg, which I still don't get. But
oh, so it's a concept art?
No, it's a thing.
This?
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, it says it's concept art.
It does say concept art?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Dave just sent it to me, so I didn't really look at it. But it's going to be interesting seeing two Flashes, because I think the Flash on the show does a really good job. So we'll see what they do with the movie one. But even the concept art is dark. I don't like it. I just don't like it personally. And the book I'm looking forward to is the latest in the Dresden Files, the new Dresden. Mirror. No, not Mirror. Peace Talks. It's about peace talks, and I don't want to spoil anything, but a lot of chaoses have been happening in the past few books in like the supernatural world, and this is about the different parties coming together and trying to talk it out. And according to the author, it does not end well.
Oh, okay.
So I'm looking forward to that. That's my favorite right now. The Dresden Files is probably my favorite series. Currently, it's pretty high up there all time.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna look forward to that every year.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I've also seen some graphic novels of the Dresden Files.
Yeah, there's some that I have not. Those are actually Dresden stories I have not read, so I do want to pick them up. There's a War Cry, I believe. There's a few other ones that I definitely will be picking up, but I'm trying to wait till they're anthologies. And there's a lot of short stories as well that he'll put in anthologies, but then they'll put them all into one. And it's the first one's called Side Jobs, which is all his short stories, and the next one's going to be called I forget. Not Side Jobs 2, but they're putting them all together, and people I see it people talk about them like, I'm just gonna stay away because I don't want to collect all the different books. I just want to get them all into one spot. So once they do that with the next Side Jobs, I'll pick that up. But it's cool to know that there's still Dresden stories out there I haven't read, and yeah, looking forward to it. Those are my big four.
Cool.
What about you, Vic?
Indeed. As far as movies go, I'm looking forward to the entire Marvel DC slate. There's going to be 6 films coming out this year.
That's a lot.
Yep, starting next month, you got Deadpool, which I'm expecting good things from. Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice League Prologue Volume 1. Captain America Civil War, X-Men Apocalypse, which I'm really, really looking forward to. Suicide Squad, that's the one I'm looking forward to the most. I'm very curious about that. I really want to see Jared Leto's Joker and Will Smith's Deadshot. And Margot Robbie, too, as Harley Quinn. And Doctor Strange. Those should be pretty cool flicks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And Suicide Squad is directed by David Ayer, who did End of Watch and Fury. And he also wrote Training Day.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, so very, very interesting.
Good track record.
Oh, yeah. And as far as other films go, one film that I'm really curious about is coming out in March, and it stars Michael Shannon. It's called Midnight Special. I don't know if you guys have seen the trailer or anything.
Nope.
It's like
I like Michael Shannon though. He's a great actor.
Yeah, it's from the same director who did Take Shelter.
Yep, great movie.
And Mud, I believe. And Midnight Special is Michael Shannon. He plays this father who's on the run from the authorities because his son is developing the superpowers, and the government's after them. And Joel Edgerton also stars in it, and I think Adam Driver's in it too.
Ooh, Kylo Ren.
Yep. So I'm really looking forward to that. It looks very interesting. I'm also really curious about Warcraft. Even though I've never played any of the World of Warcraft games, but the fact that it's directed by Duncan Jones, who also directed Moon and Source Code.
Really? He's the one doing it? That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So it's a very interesting choice, and hopefully this might be the movie that'll turn around video game-based movies, because video game-based movies have an extremely poor record still.
Yeah.
With the exception of Silent Hill, the first one, and Mortal Kombat from '95. I'm also looking forward to Finding Dory, the sequel to Finding Nemo, which is one of my beloved Pixar films. One movie that I'm really curious about too is the Magnificent Seven remake. I don't know, have you seen the original? The Magnificent Seven. It's like it's a classic Western.
Oh, yeah. They're doing a remake of that?
Yeah, Antoine Fuqua, he's actually directing that, and it stars Denzel Washington, Chris Pine.
I do like Chris Pine.
Yep, Ethan Hawke, Vincent D'Onofrio is in it.
It's a real interesting kind
And Star Trek Beyond is coming out this year too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Coming out July 22nd.
Nice.
And speaking of sequels, Bourne 5, The Bourne Identity.
Oh, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
I love Bourne. I've read all the Bourne books. Well, I read the original trilogy, and then the Robert Ludlum, the original author, passed away, and they turned him over to Eric von Lustbader.
Yep.
But it's a weird concept with that series. Sorry to jump in here.
Yeah.
But it's like it takes place in the Cold War, the original 3, and like Bourne gets older as it goes on. So he's like, oh, I'm too old for this shit. Like he's 50 by the time the series ends. And then when the movies came out, it got really popular again. And the movies had nothing to do with the books at all. Yeah. Literally nothing. Apples and oranges. All of a sudden, Eric von Lustbader comes out with the books, and then Bourne's like a 30-year-old super spy again, kicking ass in every single book. It's the weirdest thing. Yep. So I read like 2 of them, like, this is weird. I stopped reading them. But the originals are really good, and I love the original Bourne movies. I love those movies. They're so good.
Matt Damon's coming back in the role. Yeah.
I have not seen Bourne Legacy. I was so mad. I did not watch Bourne Legacy. I refused.
Yeah, I heard Bourne Legacy wasn't that good.
I don't think I've seen that either, actually.
Yeah, I heard that was with Jeremy Renner.
Yeah.
I heard that wasn't that good.
No, maybe I did see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
2 more movies I'm looking forward to. One is Michael Keaton's next movie called The Founder. And that sounds really interesting. Michael Keaton, he plays Ray Kroc, who was the guy who bought the McDonald's.
Wait, did he make crock pots? Did he create crock pots?
No, not him.
No, and fuck that guy. Who cares? Crock pots are awesome.
Yes, they are.
Ray Kroc was the guy who acquired the McDonald's franchise. He bought it from the McDonald's brothers. He basically kind of strong-armed them into selling them their business, and he turned it into a billion-dollar empire full of good old-fashioned trans fats and GMOs. I fuck McDonald's.
Love every single minute. Love it.
Yeah, and one other movie I'm looking forward to is Passengers. It's a sci-fi film that's directed by Morton Tildum, who directed The Imitation Game with Benedict Cumberbatch. And this movie has a pretty interesting premise. It centers on a spaceship which is making the 60-year journey to some distant planet, and all these passengers are in suspended hibernation. And Chris Pratt plays the main role, where there's due to like a ship malfunction.
He's the one with Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, he wakes up, and then he realizes that he woke up too early, so he's gonna end up probably growing old, and he'll end up dead on the ship. So he decides to wake up Jennifer Lawrence so he can kind of get his banging on.
Nice.
Because he doesn't want to be alone.
Not a bad choice.
So it's a very creepy premise, but I'm really interested in seeing how that film unfolds. Got a good cast and good premise. And as far as video games go, just Uncharted 4, A Thief's End.
Fucking right, Uncharted 4.
That's the one that takes place in Boston, right?
No.
That's Fallout 4. Uncharted 4, Thief's End, April 26th. Looking forward to that. Hopefully that will be the last.
Can't wait.
Yeah. Hopefully that'll be the final Uncharted game.
Nope, give me more.
Because there's something to be said about ending a series.
Nope. Fast and Furious proved that's wrong.
Oh, fuck Fast and Furious. No Man's Land, I'm very curious about. Horizon Zero Dawn, whenever that comes out.
Ooh, that looks awesome.
Oh, yeah, it does. Oof, looks sexy as hell. Dark Souls 3. I'm actually curious about that because I heard that they're actually taking some elements from Bloodborne. So I'm kind of curious about seeing how that unfolds. And the Duke Nukem Forever, last but not least, of this generation, The Last Guardian. Maybe that'll come out. Maybe not. Maybe we'll wait until 2022.
Maybe go fuck yourself.
Yeah. That should be the release date. Go fuck yourself. The Last Guardian. I've been looking forward to that since I graduated URI. And that was back in 2006, 10 years ago.
They're just taking their sweet time making it super duper awesome, Vic.
Yeah. Hopefully it won't end up like Duke Nukem Forever.
Right.
Hopefully it end up good.
Yeah.
Like Game of the Decade good.
Whoa.
Game of the Year. I'll take that.
I'm looking out for it. I'm hoping for the best.
Yeah.
You were that trailer.
Prepare yourself for the worst.
Yeah. That's what I do. So I'm never disappointed. All right, so always think everything's going to, it's going to actually be the worst. I know that was one of the games you were looking forward to, right, Aris? The Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yes, very much so.
You're all about that one.
Yeah, when they announced that at E3, I was very immediately interested in that game. The gameplay that they showed afterwards just I want it now.
Yeah.
It's an action RPG and it looks delicious.
It made my nipples hard.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then he went and acquired some butthole art.
That makes sense. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm all for it.
Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't judge.
Whatever gets you off, man.
Is that the only thing you're looking forward to in 2016, Aris?
No, it's not.
What else you got?
It really is not. You know what? You guys covered a lot of the stuff that I am looking forward to. So I'll mention some things that you guys haven't. You three being mostly single, strapping young men.
Like single on a tax return, that kind of single?
Right. Yeah. You're still living a bachelor life, the three of you. You have no person living with you.
Correct.
At the moment.
Correct.
So, I'm just going to bring a different flavor here. As I usually,
Are you looking forward to filing your taxes?
As I usually tend to. No, I had filed her taxes last year. They're pretty sweet. I'm looking forward to another year of just fatherhood, actually.
Aww.
To be honest with you. Like, it's been an interesting journey. I know, let's slow things down. It's different. I know that fatherhood is not a popular thing. Listen, don't shy away from me, Maurice. It's cool. I'm not weird. I love my daughter. I love her a lot.
I love her too. I've only met her a couple times.
She's very easy to love.
Yes.
Very lovable.
She's adorable.
So,
you can't play a video game on her though.
Well, true, yeah. She does. She wants to get in on the action. She likes to take the controller from your hands.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, it's been a pretty awesome journey so far, and my daughter makes me laugh every day. She's hilarious. She's at that
so do I.
age where she said, "Well, yeah, true. That's true. That's a good point." Are you comparing yourself to my child? You're my child.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
You look for my approval.
He did not concede.
I want you to take me to the Patriots training camp.
Trainer.
All right, you got it. I'll take it next year. You and Aria. I'll hold both your hands. But yeah, man.
Put them on your shoulders too?
Yes, I will lift them up on my shoulders, and we will take pictures, and it's going to be awesome. I'll be the dad he never had that actually took him to a Patriots thing.
Hey, he took me to a preseason game one time at Old Foxborough. It was awful.
But yeah, fatherhood's been good to me. I mean, it's tough. Don't get me wrong, guys. It's tough. When your time comes, you will understand. The lack of sleep is real. The exhaustion is fucking real, but it is otherwise the best thing ever. I miss my daughter every day, and I can't wait to go home and play with her. And I really enjoy spending time with her way more than watching a movie, a TV show, or a video game, to be quite honest with you. That's the truth. That's what I look forward to the most. I can't wait to see what comes next. Other than that, bringing it back to things you would all understand. Everyone's favorite butthole art.
I didn't even know that was a thing. I'll be Googling that later.
I am looking forward to Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fucking Deadpool. That looks awesome. They just surprised people with a screening. Like, just a surprise screening.
Yeah,
they expected, hey, here's some new scenes.
When is that being released?
February.
Oh, shit.
February
Yeah,
12th.
it's like a month from now.
Mm-hmm.
We should make it a Codex Prime thing to go see that. Just saying.
Just
saying.
I'm down.
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to that because that looks bananas. It's a rated R superhero movie, so I'm really interested to see what that looks like. Like, the reviews coming out of that surprise screening have been overwhelmingly positive by all the people.
Oh, really? That's good. I got to see it.
Yeah, like straight up, everyone just loved it. So I'm really looking forward to that. More now than ever, pretty much. That was an interesting one to me because I felt that it wasn't going to be this mass market thing, but they've done such a friggin' good job with the marketing for that thing.
They have, yeah.
That really, like, I feel like it's in the consciousness of most people now. So I'm really interested to see how they do, which is weird for once for Fox, like doing things well. Go figure.
Because they got out of the way.
True. Yeah.
Got out of the way.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm hoping they're rewarded for that decision so that they can continue to do that moving forward and let creators create. That would be cool. And following on that theme, I'm looking forward to just superheroes, especially on TV. I feel like just based on what Netflix has done, I feel like just moving forward, the TV arena is probably where that genre will innovate more than in the theaters, because when you have a superhero movie in the theaters, you're expecting a big blockbuster type of situation. But based on the work that Netflix has done, they can flesh things out and come up with some really cool, really creative stories, especially what Daredevil and Jessica Jones have been able to do. So I'm looking forward to just superheroes going darker, going more adult, more mature, especially in TV. So I'm really looking forward to see what they do with Daredevil season 2.
That's right. Did not mention Daredevil.
There you go. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to Luke Cage, especially following up his introduction in Jessica Jones. Like he was awesome. What they did and the way they portrayed Luke Cage was really, really well done. So I hope that they continue. And the actor they cast for it was fantastic. Right. I am really looking forward to Jessica Jones season 2 whenever that comes out. They're recently, I think this week, they spoke about it, and they were basically saying that Jessica Jones season 2 might have to wait till after The Defenders comes out. So it might be a little bit before we actually see that. So we'll probably see Iron Fist and The Defenders before Jessica Jones season 2 comes out, which is fine. Let that breathe. Jessica Jones season 1 was fantastic, and part of that was just because it's a very unconventional character. So take your time. Don't do what what's his face season 2 did, True Detective season 2 did, and try to rush it. That's fine with me. And even though myself and Mr. Bernthal have not seen eye to eye on everything, I am looking forward to seeing what Netflix can do with a Punisher series, because I feel that character definitely lends itself more to a television and like a serialized environment more than a movie, just because of the nature of that character. He's more human, and I feel like exploring the less blow your face off aspects of that character would be pretty cool. Yeah. Frank Castle's a very damaged man, so just if they can get that down with Bernthal and his introduction in Daredevil, and not just make him a dude who kills people, I will be much more interested to see what they can do with that. I am very much looking forward to, I'll mention 2, like Victor said, a lot of video games that I'm looking forward to, but I'll say 2 that he did not. First off, Street Fighter V.
Second that.
Coming out soon. Fucking right, Carl. They're not including my boy Guile in the release, which is highly disappointing. That's crazy. Capcom. Like, he's an OG Street Fighter character. Why? So that makes me mad. But I'll still be buying the game on release, and they've already announced that he will be one of the DLC characters released post-launch. So I am getting my Guile. I'll have to wait. But fuck you, Capcom, for that one. I'm also looking forward to Final Fantasy 15. Ever since they took Tetsuya Nomura off that game, it's been back on my radar, and that demo looked insanely cool. Yeah. So no Tetsuya, cool looking demo, actual probable release date in 2016. I'm really looking forward to the Final Fantasy brand actually coming back and making a positive impact.
Yes, that right now is my Last Guardian / that or Kingdom Hearts 3, because I'm waiting a full decade for that game too. Because Kingdom Hearts 2 was like a decade ago. Wow, there's a lot of games coming out this year. I don't know
if Kingdom Hearts is going to come out this year, man.
Yeah,
Tetsuya Nomura is doing that, bro.
Right, that's true. Yeah, so it'll be another 10 years.
Yes.
The 10th anniversary show, we'll talk about it. But yeah, I'll probably play a lot more games this year than I did this year, than 2015. That's for sure.
Sure.
But Final Fantasy 15, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But actually,
it's looking good.
I want to see more of it.
Unlike that Final Fantasy VII remake, which is now looking like crap to me.
Yeah, it's not looking great. It's not looking good for our heroes.
They should just... I'm not going to go on another Tetsuya Nomura tirade. Everyone knows how I feel about that dude.
No, go ahead, because shout out to Reagan. He likes our rants.
Oh. Well, for our boy Reagan... I mentioned last week how Final Fantasy VII is being fucked by this guy. Did I mention that on the last episode, or was that just me ranting somewhere else?
I think that was last episode.
It was last episode.
Okay, well,
Because they're cutting it into different episodic stuff. And
They are!
Action.
Yeah.
Aris and I actually had a conversation at work where we ranted about this. But it was through like typing, so you could just hear us typing really fast to each other. We're just like so mad about it.
It was definitely angry typing.
Yeah,
for sure.
I don't know what's so wrong with the turn-based combat. I don't get it.
Yeah, like-
Final Fantasy X had turn-based combat. It did amazing. Gangbusters.
Yep.
Then Final Fantasy XI was the MMO.
Yep.
And then 12 was the new action combat. And
Well,
Aris
it's
and I
like more
both,
of that MMO slant.
Aris and I both played 60 hours of that game and didn't beat it.
Yep.
And Aris and I were like two RPG guys. We didn't even know each other back then, and we probably stopped playing at the exact same moment.
I'm the one who beat
Didn't
it.
you stop? Didn't we stop at the same guy, the owl guy?
Don't remember. I stopped like at some planes, or I grinded so much in that game. My guys would
Yeah.
just destroy everything.
Yeah. You said you played it, Vic?
Yeah,
I
I
finished
stopped.
it.
He beat it. Yeah, he's the only one I know that beat
Yeah.
that fucking game.
Yeah.
That wasn't a Tetsuya Nomura game either, by the way. Like I didn't mind Final 12. That was.
Did you
fine,
say
but
96 hours?
Yeah.
That's a long game.
I had over 100 hours into Final Fantasy X.
That's a crazy long
Played a
game.
lot of Blitzball.
I hated it.
Me too.
I think I did like 16.
I just can't do yeah. 96 hours, that shows I can't
I
do
feel like Final 10 was one that you could get like all the weapons and everything like fairly easily. Like I remember that. Like I
Final
beat,
Fantasy X?
Yeah, like
I did that.
I beat the like the ultimate weapon. Like I
Yeah.
beat the fuck out of that
Oh,
dude.
the Omega weapon?
Yeah, that. Like I beat the fuck out of that.
Yeah, he
guy.
was easy.
All the other Final Fantasy.
My guy's really
hard as
strong.
hell.
My guy's really strong.
Well, for 96 hours in, they fucking should be.
Yeah.
Or 100, whatever that
Yeah, I
was.
played over 100 in Final
Yeah, that's
Fantasy X.
crazy.
I love that game.
I beat that dude with 60 hours in.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's like the most.
I don't know if
that's
it was
supposed to be the
that guy.
hardest guy in the game.
I did a lot of chocobo runs.
Oh, okay. You like that extra side shit. Man.
That's like the only time I ever played like in like a game. I usually don't do the extra stuff, but for some reason Final Fantasy X just spoke to me on so many levels. I just love that game so much.
I understand. It was a fantastic game.
And there's no DLC for it, which is even better.
Yeah,
all
true.
all in one game.
Well, unless you count Final Fantasy X-2 as DLC.
Fuck
garbage.
that. Fuck that trash. Final Fantasy X starts with the city getting destroyed. Final Fantasy X-2 starts with the pop concert. Write that down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tetsuya Nomura is gonna ruin Kingdom Hearts 3. He ruined Kingdom Hearts 2. He's gonna ruin Kingdom Hearts 3.
Kingdom Hearts 2.
Fuck that game. Kingdom Hearts 2. Half of Kingdom Hearts 2 was really good. Then when you have to repeat that same half again,
Yeah, that's true.
fuck that.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't try to pad your game by making me repeat the same shit
Force
over
Awakens
again.
2.
I hate that. Yeah, Force Awakens 2 did that same thing.
Yeah.
If I have to redo all the levels that I already beat,
Yeah.
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 I hate doing the same thing. I don't watch movies twice. I don't play video games twice. I don't read books twice.
You want to know why I like that game so much?
Why?
It's got a beautiful love story. If my end goal is to reunite true love, I'm gonna play the shit out of that game.
Shannara Chronicles has the early makings of a
You
love
mentioned
story. You might like that. Except there's really teen angsty MTV.
Yeah, that's
which
not really my style. Like the CW is doing like the CW stuff to Arrow, and it's kind of like angsty love story. Bleh, bleh, bleh.
Yeah, I feel you
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah,
I hate it when the CW gets all CW.
we're gonna have when these games come out, we're gonna have very special episodes. Final Fantasy 15. If you wanna
Oh, that's its own episode.
yeah, you'll
for
get
sure.
all your Tetsuya Nomura ranting then.
God, I fucking hate Tetsuya Nomura.
It's gonna be alright.
We'll get back to it. We'll get back to it.
Listen, I do not wish harm on anyone. I do not.
Except
He
for
can. No. Let him live. It's fine. He can live. He can live as long as he wants. He can live a ripe old age and die of natural causes. If he died tomorrow, I'd buy a ticket, fly to Japan, and piss on his grave.
God damn, man.
On that note, go Byrd.
But I did not wish him death. That's just saying. I'd piss on his grave.
Yeah, I got you.
If he happened to die.
Just wish bankruptcy on this guy.
I hope he wins a
Well,
lottery.
he probably has a
Ruins his
family.
life.
Don't do that.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
But you guys pretty much covered like a lot of stuff that I'm looking forward to. Street Fighter V definitely, because when we all get together for Street Fighters,
Oh, yeah.
it's fucking serious. But as far for movies, other than all the superhero slates that we're gonna get, I'm looking forward to Inferno because I've always been a fan of Dan Brown's books, Da Vinci Code, Angels and Demons, all
Oh,
that.
yeah, I've read a couple of those.
Independence Day Resurgence.
Yeah, Carl
Yeah.
Byrd. Attaboy.
Yeah, Carl.
Yep.
Nice.
Fuck you, Vic. That's just coming.
I didn't say
And
anything.
the only reason I didn't mention Fast Days because it's coming out in 2017. Vic.
Good.
Just FYI, everyone.
Hope it's
Don't
delayed.
worry, we didn't forget.
Right.
Yeah, go on.
They had a
Forrest
guy
Gump.
die and they got it out 6 months later. I don't think it's going to get delayed. Please continue, Carl Byrd.
Central Intelligence with The Rock and Kevin Hart, and Kevin Hart's What Now movie. Since I went to the show, you know, I want to see it.
Oh, did they recorded that one that you went to? Oh, okay.
No, they recorded that when he did it at the Eagles Stadium.
Nice. Oh, Lincoln Financial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Neighbors 2. That's definitely one I'm looking forward to. I mean, the Neighbors one was fucking hilarious. Like, if they could show a part in the previews, in the trailer, and then you still see it in the movie and you're still laughing your ass off, yeah, fuck it, that shit was worth it. And then my usual shows: Orange is the New Black, Empire, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Game of Thrones. Still wondering how that's gonna be, you know, with the book coming out later.
Oh,
and,
yeah,
you know,
Game of Thrones.
and season 2 of Ballers too. So
Yeah,
Very cool.
that's right. That's right. The Rock show.
Yeah, The Rock.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool. And
That's a
then
good
Empire
show.
season 3, they said just renewed. One thing I'm also looking forward to this year is I'm interested to see with Force Awakens under the belt of Star Wars what they're gonna do with Star Wars itself. Like, I know Rogue One's coming out, but what other
Is Rogue One this year or next?
this year?
This year.
Oh, shit,
It's gonna be a
really?
Star Wars movie every year.
Wow.
What they're gonna, because they already are hinting at certain things in the Rebels cartoon. Like the trailer for season 2 just came out, and there's a crossblade lightsaber, crossguard, excuse me. So I'm interested to see what Disney does with their next slate of comics. Like you said, the Poe Dameron one, probably be more Vader, more everything. So
Rebels takes
More
place
books.
during the Clone Wars?
5 years, no, 5 years before the New Hope. A New Hope.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Clone War, yeah, because as soon as Disney took over, because they wanted to bring everything back to the original trilogy. So as soon as Disney took over, they canceled Clone Wars.
Very smart.
Although Clone Wars, I mean, I've seen a few episodes of Rebels, but in Clone Wars, I like Clone Wars better so far. I mean, I still have to watch the whole thing, so I can't speak to it exactly. But Clone Wars is really good. Like I said, it gives a lot of context to Revenge of the Sith.
Yep.
And I actually went back and watched some clips of Revenge of the Sith last night, and it's so bad. It's so fucking bad. Like,
yeah.
Like I was like, because now they have like some of the Clone Wars stuff to back it up. Like when Obi-Wan, even when Obi-Wan and Anakin are talking right before they fight, and it's just like, just be like, give me anything. Like, just be like, everything we've been through. It's like, no, it's just, from my point of view, the Jedi are evil. Oh, God. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
Oh, you guys love Star Wars so much.
I know. And it's just making it worse. Carl Byrd, my love, is making it worse. Oh god, is that
yeah,
anything
that's pretty much it.
I know we covered a lot, just all 4 of us. The person that goes last is usually the one kind of little F there. But Carl Byrd, you're also looking forward to more Codex Prime and being our social media manager. Where can they find us?
You can email the show at codexprimepodcast@gmail.com, Instagram Codex Prime Podcast, Twitter Codex Prime Cast, YouTube search Codex Prime Podcast and you'll find us. And that's about it. You can find me, Mr. Byrd 1027 on Twitter, Instagram, Vine. Anybody else?
Oh, and you can also find snippets of our show on the Sonic Watermelons podcast from friend of the show, Razor Clifton. Yep. And you can find me on YouTube as well, youtube.com/user/Omoayo. And you can find me on the Twitter machine at Victor Omoayo.
Yeah, you actually just put out a new video, didn't you?
Yes. Thanks for reminding me. I put out a brand new film analysis video on Ex Machina. You can find that on.
It's the robot banging.
Yeah, robot banging.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, robot banging, sure. You can find that on YouTube as well. You can put that in. I'm going to put that link in the episode description below. So check that out and let me know what you think.
I'm really interested to listen to that with Victor's analysis without the 3 of us mucking it up, making it awful. I'm very much looking forward to that. But yes, check that out.
We ruined it for you already because once you even look at it, you're gonna automatically think robot banging.
Wait, have you
will
seen
probably see it for
No,
yourself.
Seen Ex
I
Machina?
gotta see it. I gotta see it.
Yeah. Oh, can I say one more thing too?
Sure.
Real quick, 26. One more thing I am looking forward to. I'm looking forward to our show going to the mountaintop, getting to where it needs to be. I believe 2016 is going to be Codex Prime's year.
Whoa.
Oh,
Wow.
I
think it's fired up.
and I strongly believe that 2016 is going to be my year.
Oh,
right?
Oh,
yeah, Vic. I like
Yeah.
the
Right
attitude.
then.
Because
agree.
I've had a few setbacks lately, but you know what? That's all right. Because you know what? I had a good 2015. The second half of 2015 was even better than previous years, and the momentum is going to continue
Right.
2016 is going to be my year. As a matter of fact, I have one more want of 2016.
Of course.
One more want.
Wow.
I'm tired of the single life. I want.
Oh, snap.
Damn, you really put that out there.
If so,
Going, Vic. No, it's good.
Go ahead, by all means.
Keep it real, Vic. Keep it 100.
I'm keeping it 100. I'm keeping it 100. I'm keeping it 1,000. All that jazz. You know what I'm saying? You see, I'm trying to put a little more love, a little more positive energy out there in the universe. You know what I'm saying? So you know, if there are any ladies out there listening to the show, email your resume and qualifications at the Codex Prime Podcast at gmail.com.
Let them know.
You can be a guest on the show.
Yeah, Codex Prime Podcast gmail.com.
Who knows? We could have like a flavor of love, like, or a bachelor like episode.
I like that.
That's
like
right.
it. Listen, the Victor speed dating episode, we've got a growing ratings.
Yep, CodexPodcast@gmail.com. Like, rate, review the show. We are looking forward to hearing from you.
Yeah, drop a review on iTunes.
Oh, I got one more thing. I do got one more thing.
Jesus
too.
Christ, Carl.
One quick thing.
Are you looking for
You did on our top 5 episode. You did the top 3 Victor rants.
Yes.
And you left one important one out.
Okay, what'd I miss, Carl?
Victor's feelings when I said that I was gonna bootleg The Force Awakens.
Oh. Well,
it went without saying. That's why.
Right. Yeah,
I mean,
that should have.
well, you should have put it on your list, Carl.
Well, I didn't know
It wasn't in my top 3.
Yeah, but I thought
Well, how about you be more creative, Carl?
Well, I didn't know you was gonna do the top Victor freakouts.
Exactly. That's why I'm creative.
And I'm looking forward to more Victor freakouts, by the way.
Yeah,
so.
2016.
It's one of my favorite parts of the show.
yeah.
It's the only reason I listen. Later, nerds.
Later.
Peace out, everybody.
Peace out.
Go Patriots!